Well, thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you to the witnesses. Montana has certainly not been immune from skyrocketing housing costs that are really pricing out more and more of my constituents. And in fact, Montana, since 2018, has seen a 90% increase in the median home value, which is, congratulations, here's your new property tax bill. It's been a struggle. And one of the things that I've heard from constituents of mine that are developing affordable housing is that a huge driver of costs is HUD's application of the Build America, Buy American, or BABA Act on federally backed housing projects from the 2021 Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. And I appreciate the comments that Chairman Flood made on this issue, but I'm going to go a little deeper here. I'm going to start with Mr. Smith. Can you please elaborate how BABA, while well-intentioned, makes housing less affordable?
I mentioned earlier that we haven't actually had to build a project using BABA, but we've been talking to a lot of our contractors about what they anticipate the additional costs will be, and they're saying anything from like 4 to 6%. So that's just going to add more costs to building affordable housing, which is already very expensive. I think it's important to note that it is more expensive to build an affordable housing unit today than it is to build a luxury market rate unit today.
Appreciate that. Do you believe that the BABA provision was intended to apply to housing projects or only to hard infrastructure?
I'm sorry, but I really can't.
Okay, appreciate that. Should Congress rescind this provision for federally backed housing projects?
I think that Congress should rescind anything that's adding cost to building more affordable housing.
Thank you.
Unnecessary cost.
Thank you. Mr. Sears, part of solving the housing affordability crisis is ensuring that homeowners are able to stay in their current homes rather than move and compete with first-time homebuyers. According to the Montana Department of Commerce, over 230,000 homes were built before 1980, and only 40% of existing homes are in good or better condition in Montana. Can you please discuss how repairing and renovating the existing stock of homes is also an important part of the equation?
Thank you very much. It is very essential for us to maintain our existing housing stock. The last thing that we'd like to see happen, as I said to Ms. Williams when she brought this legislation up, was that we need to keep people in their homes. And so if there are any grants, low interest loans that can be given so that necessary repairs are made, strengthen the property against natural disaster, we are in full support of that.
Do you see any disparities between urban, suburban, and rural areas in terms of aging housing or homes in disrepair? No, sir. It's equal opportunity when it comes to older homes, and especially as the population ages, they might not be in a position to be able to make the necessary repairs. What can Congress do to help with this issue?
Well, this legislation, the Whole Home Repair Act, is certainly a step in the right direction. I know in the past there have been block grants that have been made for local municipalities to be able to assist lower income folks with maintaining their properties. So any of those types of grants or access to low interest loans would be great.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your comments. I want to end my remarks by talking about communities that are often left out of these discussions. Namely tribes. Montana is home to 7 federally recognized Indian reservations, and Indian country faces many unique challenges that make housing affordability some of the worst in the nation. In fact, Native Americans in Montana experience 12% lower home ownership compared to the rest of the state. The primary law governing federal support for Indian housing is the Native American Housing Assistance and Self-Determination Act of 1996, and this authorizes the Indian Housing Block Grant, among other critical programs. Authorization for these programs expired over a decade ago, and the law has not been updated since 2008. This is simply unacceptable. I look forward to working with my colleagues to finally get these programs reauthorized and modernized. And I just want to thank you all for being here today and participating in this. This is an incredibly important topic, not just to us in this committee, but to our constituents, to this country. So I appreciate you being here. And on that, Mr. Chair, I yield back.